Yeah, obviously it's always an honour to be selected for your country. So yeah, over the moon. Didn't really see it coming, but to be back involved is something I'll cherish and hopefully can play my part.
You had a great season last year, but did you think your international days were behind you? And what's been the thing that's got you back there, do you feel?
Yeah, I suppose you sort of dream that you can get back in there. I was obviously in there for a number of years, and then yeah, haven't been involved for a couple of seasons now. So albeit I didn't think I was fully out of contention, I didn't sort of see it coming, like I said. But yeah, I think the last 12 months I've been playing some pretty good football. I'm sort of not one to sort of blow smoke up my own bum, but it's been, I think over the last 12 months I've been doing okay, and obviously I'm doing something right to be called up. So yeah, again, very honoured and feel very privileged.
And on the flight to Melbourne, you're going to have a couple of Sydney FC teammates. I think a lot of people expected Caceres to get picked maybe earlier in his career even. Do you think it's a good reward for him, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a long time coming for Cass. I think the same as for Bratsy. They were probably the two of the best players I've ever played with that will get to represent Australia. So it's great that Brats has been involved, and now Cass gets his chance, which, like I said, has been a long time coming. And then obviously young H, he's come on leaps and bounds in a matter of, I think, 12 months. He's been a professional. Now to be in the national team setup is crazy and very well deserved. He's been unbelievable for us ever since he came in from the very first game. So yeah, very deserved for both those boys.
I mean, Hayden plays alongside of you, and a lot of people probably don't know him, but is he ready for international football?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, he's sort of come on leaps and bounds, improved so much over the last 12 months. This is just another stepping stone. I think he'll go on to have a massive career, and this is just a little next step for him. Still very young, obviously. I'm sure he'll come in and gain a lot of experience for being in and around the national team and see what it's all about. But yeah, for him, I think he's played in the Asian Champions League now, so he's played a little bit and got a little bit more experience through that. So yeah, this is, like I said, another step for him, and yeah, very happy for young H.
A bit of a disappointment for the team last night. Do you think they should have had a penalty? Should the result have been different from Sydney's perspective?
Yeah, obviously pretty disappointed with the result. I think again, we played some really good football and dominated probably the majority of the match. But in those sort of competitions in national football, you have to take your chances and be pretty precise in your defence. They sort of had a few chances and they took theirs where we probably didn't, which is pretty disappointing. But again, I think we played some really good football. We're definitely on the right track. I think in Japan against them we played really good. Probably dominated that game also, and come away with nothing. So overall, it's pretty disappointing in terms of the results, but I think there's a lot of positives to take out of both games.
No Costa or Lolly in that game last night. Is one or two of those guys back for the Bulls?
I think they're touch and go at this stage. They've both been on the park, trying to get ready. Obviously, after this game, we've got an international break where they'll get a little bit more rest. So I'm not sure whether they'll be playing this week or not. I think they're up for selection. It'll just be a matter of what the physios and what Uffy wants. But yeah, they're obviously two big losses. But I think what you saw last night from the boys that came in were very capable of playing some good football without them. But yeah, they'll make a big difference once they're back.
Yeah, Luke's told us in the past that for him it's going to be probably emotional and a bit weird playing against Sydney FC. What's it going to be like for you guys playing against your captain of last season?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Fortunately, in the past I've played against him when he's been at different clubs, and it's always been a good battle. He's quite chirpy out on the pitch, and I'm no different, so I think we'll have a good run in. But yeah, no, obviously Brats is a very good mate of mine. We speak very regularly, and it's great to see him here today. And yeah, hopefully on Sunday we get the upper hand over him, but it'll be good to sort of see him again and come up against him. But we'll just have to make sure we're on our game. We know what he can do. We've seen it for the last however many years he was at Sydney, what he can do and what he provides for a team. So we'll have to shut him down if we want to get a good result.
Yeah, at home finally, your first game here this season, and up against a dangerous team though, right? It is good to host the Jets here.
The Bulls, yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be great to get here and play at home. As you can see, the field's looking unbelievable. It's a great stadium. It's always a good atmosphere here, so we can't wait to play here. Yeah, and obviously up against Bratsy and the Bulls, we know they're a dangerous team. They had a very good pre-season in the cup, and what they did there, we know that they can be dangerous. So, like I said, whenever we play anyone, we sort of give them the due respect, but we expect to come out on top, and Sunday will be no different.
Justin, anything from you?
Yeah, I could. First of all, congratulations on Socceroos call-up. I'm just wondering, how was the news delivered to you, and what was your initial reaction?
I just got a text message off the team manager, Joel, who obviously I've known from my previous times. He sort of just gave me a message and a heads up. Obviously, I knew I was in the extended squad a few days earlier, and like I said, I was quite surprised, but pleasantly surprised, and just got the text message from Joel, and then waiting to hear on a few more details regarding the camp, but I'm sure that will happen after this weekend's game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had the coaching change not too long ago. At that point, did you kind of think, oh, okay, this could be my chance, I might be able to sneak in here?
Not particularly. I think with any coach, whenever it's a new role, he's going to have a different opinion and probably have a different look at different players. So again, I always dreamed of getting back into Socceroos. I didn't think it would happen, but I suppose you could look at it. It's a fresh slate for everybody, and I think Popper said in his first camp that he doesn't sort of hand out any caps. He wants people to earn them, and he's getting a few new players in, which is always nice, and I'm just glad to be back in the fold, to be honest.
And now that you're in, what goals have you set yourself?
Oh, mate, the same as I always was when I was part of the national team. I'd never take it for granted, get in there and just really enjoy the moment. You never know when the last time you get to represent your country or be involved. So for me, it's just about going there and seeing some familiar faces from a few years ago, and really enjoying the moment. And if I get a chance to put that jersey on again, give everything I can. But I'm just happy to be involved and see what it's all about.
And compared to the last time you played for the Socceroos, how do you think you've grown both as a player and a person?
Oh, it's a great question. I haven't really thought about that too much. I think probably a few more years under my belt of experience. Lucky enough to be captain this year, so I think it may be a little bit more leadership too, which is always handy. So yeah, other than that, it's I'll just give my best like I always do, and try my hardest.
Yeah, and I guess do you look at the World Cup and be like, that's what I want? Do you kind of dare to dream in that sense?
Oh, of course. I think if these are World Cup qualifiers, so if you're in and around the squad, I know the World Cups are still a number of years away, but to be in and around the national team set up trying to qualify for a World Cup, you'd love to be a part of that. But again, I'm a realist, and I know things happen, and it's still a long way away. So for now, I'm just, like I said, embracing the moment and going to make the most of it, and really enjoy being back involved.
Yeah, and I remember about a year ago, you kind of mentioned that ship has sailed. Do you feel like at that point that kind of took the pressure off you, and do you feel like you were able to get the best out of yourself after that, just not having, I guess, that weight on your shoulder?
Maybe subconsciously. Like I said before, I didn't really think about it too much. I'm always give my best when I get the opportunity to play, whether that's for Sydney or for the national team. So I think maybe, subconsciously not having that pressure of trying to play your best every week to justify your position in the national team maybe has helped, but also there's been a few factors over the last 12 to 18 months that could have an impact on how I am as not only a player but a person. So it's sort of hard to pinpoint one sort of thing.